How's it, guys? So we're out here on the way to Botswana. A very good morning to all of you, and you join me on another epic series of videos. And this series is very special for two reasons. One is I get to do it with members of my family. So I got my dad, my uncle and my girlfriend on this trip with me, which is awesome, really special. And another reason is lockdown has in a way ended. We are allowed interprovincial travel, which means we are here at the Blyder River Canyon Forever Resort. The weather has been really cold, windy, rainy, so it hasn't been perfect, and it's actually really early for the rains, but there's a cold front that swept through the entire country, so everywhere is pretty cold. Hopefully when we head down the escarpment to the Kruger National Park, it'll get a bit warmer. But it's been a great night here at the lodge, and this is what we got up to yesterday.
We leave Johannesburg in the early hours of the morning, with myself and Rachel in the 200 series with the Desert Wolf in tow, and my dad and my uncle in the 100 series. We leave there in 4 and drive through Lydenburg to Pilgrim's Rest. It was extremely sad to see the impact that COVID-19 had on this small South African town, but there were at least signs of everything getting back to normal soon. The excitement was building as the clouds parted and we were greeted by one of the most spectacular views in the world. Inferior only to the Grand and Fish River Canyon in terms of size, what a privilege it was to have the third largest canyon in the world practically on our doorstep. Right, so we've checked into Phalaborwa Gate. The weather is pretty bad, 14 degrees and raining, so I don't know what that means for setting up camp, but it's awesome to see the Kruger get some rain, settle the dust. A lot of rain for this time of year. There's pools everywhere, puddles of water. But yeah, let's get the camera gear ready, the long lens out, in case we get some awesome sightings on the way up to Mopani, heading north to Mopani to check in, and then to my favorite campsite in South Africa, Tsenzi Rustic Campsite. Covering approximately 2 million hectares of prime African bushveld, the Kruger National Park is South Africa's greatest haven for wildlife. The park is 350 kilometers long and 65 kilometers wide, and was proclaimed South Africa's first national park in 1926. The reserve has 21 rest camps, 2 private lodge concessions and 15 private safari lodges. Approximately 145 mammal species occur in the park, including large carnivores like lion, leopard, cheetah, wild dog and spotted hyena. It is surely South Africa's most impressive sanctuary for wildlife. So the campsite is set up, trailer is up. With my family it only took around 40 minutes, which is awesome, a lot shorter than usual. And I normally stay in a 3x3 meter canvas ground tent, which is awesome by the way. But what's cool for this trip is I'm staying in the iCamper. So within a minute I'm gonna have my bed ready to sleep. That's the campsite set up completely. Absolutely awesome, fantastic to be out here at Tsenzi again. Wow, seems pretty quiet. Apparently it's fully booked, but yeah, not a lot of people have pulled in here. We've got campsite number 2, which is one of the better ones. Enough space for the trailer and the vehicle. So wow, awesome. A little bit on the cold and windy side, but the rain has stopped, which means it's time for a nice braai, and it's rib night tonight. So peri peri and barbecue ribs, amazing. And I'll see you guys in the morning for our first full day in the Kruger. Even the return of the rain wasn't going to dampen our spirits. I mean, we were in the Kruger. This is really as good as it gets. A very good morning to all of you. The morning chorus here at Tsenzi camp is absolutely superb. The birds going off, fish eagles, we heard a couple of hyena this morning, hippo. It is superb. But now, cup of coffee, and then we're going to head a little bit north to where there are some wild dogs supposedly. Roger came through the camp last night and told us where they were. So we're going to head to the Tropic of Capricorn Loop and try find those wild dogs. Enjoy the day with us.
I suppose in the lockdown
So we've all jumped in the 100 series this morning, or 4 of us, for the drive, leaving the 200 back at camp as like a base camp, and hopefully we can go find those wild dogs. The Tropic of Capricorn Loop, or S143, links the main H1 and the S50. The road intersects the Tropic of Capricorn at its halfway mark and produces some of the most exceptional game viewing in the Kruger. Follow the loop and you are almost guaranteed sightings of buffalo, elephant, and even lion. On this particular morning, it produced something very special. As the temperature began to rise and the vultures started catching the thermals, the bush came alive after the recent rains, and we had a feeling that we would eventually find what we were looking for. And there they were. So how awesome was that? Wow, seeing those wild dogs, amazing. That's the furthest north in the Kruger I've ever seen wild dog. Absolutely superb. Right now we're at Mopani rest camp, 8 kilometers north of Tsenzi. This is the main rest camp, and Tsenzi is sort of the campsite for Mopani. And I'm enjoying the view of the Pioneer Dam from this little platform here. Fish eagles calling in the background. The bird and animal life here is absolutely amazing. Very, very fortunate to be here. And just great to be in the Kruger again. Fantastic. Mopani Rest Camp sits on the northern bank of the Pioneer Dam, just south of the Tropic of Capricorn, and 46 kilometers north of the Great Letaba River. Mopani has a restaurant and shop, a welcome sight should you be staying at Tsenzi and need any supplies, such as wood or ice. It was also great to see the impala lilies flowering at this time of year. So, one of the things about Tsenzi camp is it is a rustic campsite. That means you get no power points for electricity. You're not allowed to bring a generator, which makes this place extremely peaceful, which is awesome. That's the reason we come here. An absolutely amazing place. But that means you need to be self-sufficient off the grid. You can't plug your trailer in or anything like that. So what we do is we use these Flexo Power solar panels. This is 150 watt and that's 105 watt. These two combined on the left hand side are 175 watt. And on the first 2 days where there was a lot of cloud cover, we did battle a little bit, but we managed to limp through. And today with this sunlight, it has been absolutely exemplary. So when you come to Tsenzi, don't forget your solar power. In this case, the solar power is powering an ice machine, fridge, and my lithium 444 power pack in order to charge my cameras. We've had a fantastic day here at Tsenzi. We even had time for a little bit of exercise, which was great. The weather's warmed up really nicely. And we went north this morning in search of those African painted dogs, and we found them. That's the new name for wild dog, by the way, which was amazing. 6 pups, 2 adults, awesome. And what we're going to do now is head south towards the Letaba River. We won't quite reach the Letaba River, but we will follow the Tsenzi River, which is the river that runs just past the campsite here. It's called the Tsenzi Loop, and it winds its way all the way down to pretty much the Letaba River, but we'll turn back. We don't quite have enough time. But yeah, it's sort of a tradition here that we go for an early morning drive and a late afternoon drive to try catch some of that light, that golden light. Game viewing is also generally better at those times of day. But the weather is so cool and so nice now that any time of the day is good for game viewing at the moment. But yeah, let's have a look and see what we can find. The afternoon drive wasn't as fruitful as the morning one, but was enjoyable nonetheless. Seeing Kruger's riverbeds carve their way through the landscape is very unique. The evening sounds at Tsenzi are magical, so it was time to climb into the tent and enjoy this phenomenal bush camping experience.
is that for a morning chorus? The sounds last night were amazing, eh? There's a lion not that far away, couple of k's. Hopefully we can go and find him. Early in the morning, 6 o'clock, the condensation is real, but it's our first time seeing the sun for the holiday, which is awesome. Right now we're going to pack up both vehicles. I think I might head down to the bird hide and then link up with the rest later. But yeah, let's see what we can see today.
The bird hide on the Tsenzi River offers fantastic viewing, including a couple of little gems.
So, we've driven just north on the Tropic of Capricorn Loop, and we've got a big male lion, maybe 5 meters off the road, out in the open, relaxing, sleeping. Every now and then he lifts his head. Absolutely awesome, hey? Not sure if this was the big boy who was calling last night, but what a great sighting, and we're the only 2 cars here, which is awesome. Check this out. So we're up here at the Lebombo Mountains viewpoint. I'm not sure what the name of the viewpoint is, but this is the Lebombo mountain range behind us that stretches all the way past Mopani rest camp. You can see it in the distance from Mopani rest camp. Saw that male lion, absolutely fantastic. And now we're just enjoying the view over the plains here from this rise. It is one of the most spectacular viewpoints in the Kruger National Park, and the difference between summer and winter is tangible.
The Kruger has a subtropical climate, specifically a hot semi-arid climate. I was at this very viewpoint in January 2020, in the middle of the rainy season, and you can clearly see the transformation.
So it's all about being patient out here in the African bush. We were here at Grootvlei Dam, which is the halfway mark between Mopani and Tshenzi, and nothing was happening for around 10 minutes, but we stuck around and now a huge herd of buffalo have come down to drink. This must be the only water for quite a ways out here, so they've all congregated. This is one of the biggest herds I've ever seen, and we've also got warthog and zebra coming down. So you know, it's great just to chill at a place like this for a while, have a nice cup of coffee here, see what comes down. There's no rush out here, and it can change just like that within 10 minutes. And now we're going to enjoy this and then head back to camp. The Cape buffalo made its way into the Big Five ranking because of their size, moody behavior, and their ability to charge with no warning. Their weight can vary from 300 to 900 kilograms, and they have a lifespan of 18 to 20 years. The Mopani area and its surroundings are well known for their large herds of buffalo, and there are a total of around 37,000 buffalo in the Kruger National Park. Nothing quite beats a cooked breakfast back at camp. With our final afternoon at Tsenzi upon us, we relaxed and reflected on an amazing time here, and that this is how life should be. And another reason on why Tsenzi is magical presented itself to us. It's bird life. It is superb. after another fantastic day here at Tsenzi. We just lazed around camp, chilled, enjoyed this amazing environment. And unfortunately, it is our final night here at Tsenzi. Tomorrow we head south over both the Letaba and the Olifants River. We'll stop in at both camps. I'll show you guys around a little bit. And then we head to Satara, where we are staying in the chalets. No camping for the rest of the trip, taking it a little bit easy. But yeah, we'll just wake up in our own time tomorrow morning, probably be awoken by the amazing bird life and the morning sounds here. But yeah, guys, come to Tsenzi. It is my favorite campsite in South Africa. I've heard a lot of people say the same thing. It is awesome. Hey, if you want a camping experience beyond anything inside the Kruger National Park, come here. You know, the distance between you and your neighbor is enough to be completely private. You know, we haven't had anybody in this campsite. It's been pretty quiet. But yeah, it's been awesome. Ablutions are awesome. And wow, just... this is amazing. I come here every year. It gets better every year. So come to Tsenzi. You will not be disappointed. Generally, stick to the winter, autumn and spring sort of months here in South Africa. If you come in the summer, it does get incredibly hot, but that doesn't distract from the experience. But yeah, we're just cooking up some chicken burgers on the gas tonight. Get probably an early night, and in the morning we'll pack up, leave around 10 o'clock and head south towards Satara. So anyway, guys, enjoy the night sounds and the rest of the day here. I'll show you guys exactly what we get up to in the upcoming episodes, but I think I'm going to leave this one here. So thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers. As always, thank you for watching the video and supporting the channel. It really means a lot. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and stay tuned for the upcoming episodes. Cheers. So this is the S100, just south of Satara.